50 Cent is outdoing press for his docuseries about Diddy entitled The Reckoning. Now, we found out that 50 has some footage that was never before seen, and Diddy's team is a little upset about it.
Together the right way, we're losing.
The footage is...
Diddy was on point. Hey, look, y'all niggas get this shit together. It's a billionaire you playing with, my guy. Let's get these ducks in a row. Alright? That's what I pay you for.
Part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
It was surprising that he actually filmed it.
You do not want to opt like 50 Cent, bruh. Look at this nigga. Bruh, you don't want to opt like 50 Cent. This nigga never letting it go. Nigga, all 32 teeth smiling about putting your ass in the dirt, nigga.
I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. It's like 150 hugs.
You're a public person.
Now, they tried to make that seem like a bad thing. I'm not mad at Diddy for saying that. Nigga, I'm in the public all day too. Do you hear the sniffle in me, nigga? That's from one of these niggas. I'm in the public shaking niggas' hands. Then you know what you do? You shake a nigga hand. Before you know it, you eating lunch. Oh, shit, you ain't wash your hands thoroughly. Now your ass sick. But they trying to make Diddy seem like a bad guy for asking for hand sanitizer and saying he got to take a bath. Nigga, that's just called being hygienic. What the hell?
I feel like I need to wash. Like I'm dirt. That was. It shows you his character.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for...
Look, you can see it in 50 eyes right there. He wanted to do something to Diddy. You can see it in that nigga eyes right here. How was Diddy not picking up the clues? You got Paris Hilton tapping you on your shoulder like, nigga, 50's right here. Paris Hilton is tapping Diddy on the shoulders, telling that nigga, 50's behind you.
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right? For 20 years, right? It's me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester. It's not personal.
I think it's important to...
Look, they did a cutaway because 50, he couldn't really control himself. You could still see the crash out exiting. He just went off.
Also let people know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details, you know, that the real goal was to storytell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Combs' trial who are speaking for the first time about how they reached their mixed verdict, finding Combs guilty of 2 prostitution offenses, but clear of racketeering and sex trafficking charges, both sharing their thoughts on the relationship between Combs and singer Cassie. Juror 75 describing them as 2 people in love, and Juror 160 saying in part, domestic violence wasn't one of the charges. Cassie, is she a victim in all this?
I believe Cassie's a victim in all this because she...
Nigga, was your BM a victim, nigga? That's the question. Like, let's really cut to the chase, family. Diddy been smacking on 50 Cent's BM, making her a ex-worker, 10 grand a month, she still broke. Diddy had the ups on 50, man. Diddy had the ups on 50. I mean, let's be real. Diddy is locked up for 2 counts of prostitution, bruh.
What?
Man, get this nigga up out of here, bruh. Get him out. They doing everything to paint a narrative about Diddy. They trying to make him look like the worst guy in the world, but the truth is he was convicted of prostitution. Come on, man. Netflix docuseries produced by 50. They holding on to the man saying he need to wash his hand after shaking 100 people's hands. Like, bruh.
Came in as such, she's like 18, like 19 years old.
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say,
yo, this nigga is clearly lying.
He was clearly lying.
Do he know he was signed to Dr. Dre?
What?
Did anybody tell him the first nigga to sign him was beating bitches back to back? But now all of a sudden, he does this to let the world know hip hop does have a problem with this. Yeah, all right.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's gonna say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time.
The truth is, again, the man was convicted for prostitution. That's the truth. I mean, for me, it just don't hit as hard when you pushing the narrative versus it actually being there. Yeah, was Diddy a freaky nigga? Hell yeah. We got some more we gonna talk about Diddy being a freaky nigga. But is it worth all of this? I don't know, gang. Family, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got the over that this ain't gonna be about nothing. I'm gonna be real. Nevertheless, 50 Cent is dropping the docu-series. We do got a little more. The footage that 50 is airing in this Netflix docu-series was not approved by Diddy's team. A rep for Diddy tells NY Times they did not authorize the use of personal footage in the upcoming Netflix documentary, suggesting Netflix handed it over. Judah Engelmeyer said Diddy's legal team was deeply concerned that the series would use footage that it characterized as unauthorized, including private moments, pre-indictment material from an unfinished project, and conversations involving legal strategy. None of this was obtained from Sean Combs or his team, and its inclusion raises very serious questions about how this material was accessed and why Netflix chose to use it. The statement said, adding that Mr. Combs' legal team had been in touch with Netflix. Mr. Engelmeyer said that Mr. Combs had been working on his own documentary before his arrest and had been in discussions with Netflix over it, but there was an issue over how much creative control the mogul would have. The statement from Mr. Combs' spokesman called it troubling that Netflix had handed creative authority over the series to Mr. Jackson, describing him as a longtime public adversary. What it's sounding like is Diddy was working with Netflix to create his own docuseries. He gets locked up. The footage is then somehow given to 50, and now he's putting it in with his docuseries. Now that, if true, is cold-blooded. Nevertheless, somehow 50 ends up with footage that was not authorized for him to have. Exclusive statements from Diddy's rep on 50 Cent's new documentary on Netflix. The footage was created for an entirely different purpose under an arrangement that was never completed, and no rights were ever transferred to Netflix. So Netflix did have the footage, right? A payment dispute between outside parties does not create permission for Netflix to use unlicensed private material. None of this footage came from Mr. Combs or his team, and its inclusion raises serious questions about how it was obtained. So Netflix didn't have it. Diddy rips Netflix and 50 Cent over Reckoning docuseries. Shameful hit piece says incarcerated ex-music mogul. Now, ex-music mogul is crazy. What you mean? That nigga still a mogul, gang. We ain't doing that. Yahoo Entertainment, we ain't doing that. You gotta relax. Alright? Okay. Sean Diddy Combs insists that Netflix should have never got into business with Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, and the streamer should definitely not use stolen footage of the currently incarcerated All About the Benjamins performer for the docuseries launching December 2nd. Who the fuck is a streamer? Calling out Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos, and in a low blow, the exec's now deceased father-in-law and influential black godfather Clarence Avant by name, Diddy said that Netflix so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece, blasting the streamer for giving creative control to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, a longtime adversary with a personal vendetta who has spent too much time slandering Mr. Combs. The response by the Bad Boy Records founder follows a Good Morning America segment Monday a.m. on the much-hyped four-part Sean Combs The Reckoning. Today's GMA teaser confirms that Netflix relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release, Combs' statement says, of the Alexandria Stapleton directed series Sneak Peek. As Netflix and CEO Ted Sarandos know Mr. Combs has been amassing footage since he was 19 to tell his own story in his own way. It is fundamentally unfair and illegal for Netflix to misappropriate that work. Netflix did not respond to Deadline's request Monday on comments on the attack. After a grueling and freak-off details filed 2-month-long trial. Okay, they get into the trial. That's what I want to see. Damn, he did Clarence Avant. Yo, Diddy mad for real. Clarence Avant the GOAT. Diddy deeply concerned over 50 Cent's use of footage. We get it. So, again, family, 50 Cent is releasing, or the docuseries is set to release tomorrow, December 2nd, The Reckoning. What I truly don't think is going to be about a lot, family. What more can come out that we don't know of? After the trial, we find out the man like rubbed on his nipples. Like, what? It ain't too much more they gonna hit us with. Let's be honest. But, you know, your boy will be here to keep you up to date on it. Now, we're not done with Diddy.